Referee Derek Douglas calls for the bell, and we're off with tag team action here at Let's Wrestle Volume 11. It's the Classic Core, Kalvin Strange and Dave Dyer against the makeshift team of Brett Ryan Gosling and the Masshole Mike McCarthy, but you never thought you'd see that tag team in Let's Wrestle. Derek Douglas implementing the count here early. Oh, and a shove from Kalvin Strange. Blatant disrespect to BRG. And anyone who's been watching Let's Wrestle since our inception in the summer of 2018, they know that BRG and Kalvin have had their issues. When Kalvin started laying the groundwork for the original Classic Core, BRG was his #1 draft pick. They were on the same side for a few volumes of Let's Wrestle, but obviously things have changed, the tables have turned, and they find themselves as opponents here tonight. With Dave Dyer, Kalvin's new protege, waiting for a tag, and Kalvin ripping BRG back into the corner by his hair. A chop for good measure. Up and over goes BRG, and an arm drag connecting. Make it 2. And pinpoint precision on the drop kick. Sends Kalvin down into the corner, and arm wringer once again, and there's a tag to Mike McCarthy, but Kalvin quickly breaking free. And I don't think Dave Dyer was looking for that tag. The Belfast Bulldog, a product of the Limitless Dojo. Definitely going to need some encouragement from Kalvin Strange before locking horns with the Masshole. And I think this little pump-up talk is working. Dave Dyer feeling himself, ready to go. Here he comes! Oh no! 2 straight chops. And the Masshole now goes to work. Another chop to the chest of Dave Dyer. Snapmare to the center of the ring, and now McCarthy gonna tie him up. Trapping both arms, one behind the knee, one behind the arm. Presenting the chest on a silver platter for another chop. And McCarthy makes his intentions clear. He wants Kalvin. Oh, but Kalvin ducking off the apron. Not looking for the tag from the Belfast Bulldog, Dave Dyer. Really hanging his boy out to dry, who eats another chop from the Masshole. I'm not sure the strategy here. Kalvin obviously wanting no part of the Masshole, who charges in and crushes Dave Dyer in the corner. Throwing his whole body at Dave, who is trapped in the corner, and now multiple strikes for Dave Dyer on top of the dome. And it's time to dig for a little of that Masshole gold. Dyer just able to escape. Kalvin eats the booger. He's got Dave Dyer as well. Meeting of the minds between the Classic Core. And back into his corner goes Dave Dyer, tag made. And Brett Ryan Gosling re-enters this contest. Flying back elbow to the side of the head. And a flying forearm from BRG. A bulldog for the Bulldog. How apropos. And Dyer rolling out before BRG can make a cover. Gotta be the smartest move for the Classic Core right now. A chance to refigure the game plan. Dyer can catch his breath, because it's been all BRG and McCarthy in the opening moments. Kalvin trying to charge, but sent over the top rope into the clutches of his protege, Dave Dyer. And like he was shot out of a cannon, BRG flies into Dave Dyer. But there's Kalvin. Into the steel ring post goes BRG. Kalvin Strange, ever the opportunist. Picking up the scraps of the Belfast Bulldog, throws him in his corner, and there is the tag, a legal tag to classic Kalvin Strange, who drops a boot on the head of BRG and now goes to work. Strange saw his opening and took it. That's why he is the Let's Wrestle champion and has been since May of 2019. Back elbow cleans out BRG. And Kalvin quickly grabbing a hold, looking to inflict as much damage as possible to Brett Ryan Gosling. I think he'd be very happy if BRG doesn't even make another tag in this tag team contest. Brett trying to break the grip of Kalvin. Uranagi sends BRG crashing down to the canvas hard. And now Kalvin planting some knees to the spine of BRG and popping McCarthy. Classic core trying to cut off the ring now and keep BRG in their territory. Here comes McCarthy, but Derek Douglas right there to hold him back, and McCarthy doing more harm than good. Even though he just wants a piece of the classic core, they're now tearing apart BRG. You gotta get some control here. Tag was made. The Belfast Bulldog Dave Dyer now laying in the stomps to BRG. He is the legal man in this contest. Arm wringer from Dyer. Trying to show off to his mentor Kalvin Strange, who receives another tag into this contest. And it's arm ringers galore. There's one from Kalvin. A product of the Storm Wrestling Academy. Classic wrestling aficionado. And we'll see how much he's been passing along to Dave Dyer. Shades of Nigel McGuinness there, driving BRG face first into the canvas. And a club across the back. BRG continues to fight. Couple shots stunning Dyer. Hard to see who got the best of that exchange. Both competitors going down, but Dave is moving quickly. Tag to Kalvin Strange. And Kalvin able to prevent a tag. Cuts off BRG mere feet away from the Masshole. Mike McCarthy and trying to restrict the airway now. Leans back, grapevines the legs. And this is bad territory for BRG. Over an arm's length away from the bottom rope. Kalvin not only has the neck trapped, he's got the arm trapped as well. BRG has his knees under him, trying to get back to a vertical base. Able to break the grip of Kalvin for the moment. Kalvin continuing to answer. Rapid fire forearms in the corner. Derek Douglas getting in there. Kalvin bringing BRG back to his corner, and a tag once again to Dave Dyer. The consistent tags continue, and what a body shot. Dave not going to risk anything. Brings BRG back to his corner, tag to Kalvin. BRG trying to fire back, but Dave cuts him off once again. Backbreaker on the knee. What a combination! Kalvin drops the knee on the face of BRG and it could be over. Only two. Still not enough to put away BRG, but he desperately needs to make a tag to the Masshole Mike McCarthy, and a chop to Kalvin. Gains himself a second, but Kalvin once again right there to club him back down. A forearm once again to the side of the head. And rapid fire shots in the corner again. Drop kick from BRG. Sends Kalvin Strange careening into the bottom turnbuckle. And the Masshole's feeling it. This is the opportunity for BRG to make a tag. There's a tag to Dave Dyer. And he just can't reach Masshole. Dyer pops him off the apron. So close, but so far away is Brett Ryan Gosling, as Dave Dyer now continues the onslaught. Clubs galore from the Belfast Bulldog. Scoops him up into the slam. And Dyer's proud of his handiwork. Brett answers once again. Two straight chops. Make it three. popped him. Punch to the jaw, ducks a clothesline. Super kick for Kalvin. Can he cross the ring? No, into the clutches of Dyer once again. Brett connecting with some elbows to the back of the head. Tabletops Dave into the tag. The Masshole finally entering this contest once again. Big kick for Kalvin. And a forearm for Dyer takes him off his feet. Dyer reverses the whip. McCarthy ducks the clothesline. Into the ropes. And a club to the spine. And I think it's time to dial it up. Open hand slaps and a palm strike to Dyer. Oh no! What a kick from Kalvin Strange, just leveling the Masshole. And he quickly sends McCarthy back into the ring. BRG flies once again. Suicide dive onto Kalvin Strange. Dyer eats a boot. We've got the two legal men in the ring. Flying DDT from McCarthy. And it might be time for the Rings of Saturn. He's got it locked in. Kalvin Strange trying to fight back in the ring, but BRG's got his legs, and that's it. Dyer taps out. Kalvin Strange could not make it in time. And your winners of this tag team contest, the Masshole Mike McCarthy and Brett Ryan Gosling.